Dominique.
Hi there.
Hi, Maurice. How are you? Jeff in Las Vegas.
I'm Hi, Jeff. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for joining me to talk about Dominique. This is my kind of movie, man. So congratulations.
Good, good. Yeah, it's a wonderful film. It's kind of like action. I think that there's like a deeper message. Again, when we're talking about, women kind of being empowered in this kind of film, the way that it does, and the whole, dichotomy of like good versus evil, which is, so pervasive throughout this whole film, especially with everything that we're going through right now, all these big changes that are happening in the world. I think this kind of film kind of hits something internally for people that they can kind of like sink their teeth into.
Oh, yeah. Well, tell us about Chief Santiago and how is his life turned upside down when she arrives to this small, quiet little town?
You know how it is with small towns, like everything seems to be going in one direction. And sometimes, you can deal with outsiders coming in, but I don't think anybody is expecting a character like Dominique to come in and sort of end up taking over, the way she did. The towns like that are normally like way stations for cartels and for, real big organizations to be able to use for whatever nefarious purposes that they have. And I don't think that they were ready for someone. I mean, she's literally the female Rambo,
Yes.
right?
He
I
is.
mean,
And how corrupt is the police force too?
well, it's also funny to me because we spend a lot of time talking about these, in a lot of films, like they portray, these corrupt police forces, but not every, in these small towns they are. But the interesting thing is that when there's always, the universe is inevitably always going to send some force to kind of put things back in balance. And in this time, it came, you know, in the way of a 6 foot tall, blonde, almost supermodel that can kick,
Royal butt.
Mondo ass.
Well, this has so much action in it and so much, excitement to it. Did you have any special kind of training, in your role? Did they send you to a military boot camp or?
I think 30 years of playing a bad guy
I was gonna say.
was what I used to kind of train myself for this. This fell into one of the roles that isn't totally out of my wheelhouse. What I really sometimes like to do with stuff that I already have a lot of experience with is normally use it in order to be able to really accentuate the character that I'm playing opposite of, which in this case was, Oksana. I've learned how to be able to be, the good heavy so that she can actually really shine.
And for an actor, when you put on that uniform, does that really help the character come out?
Yeah, it really does. It also really helps that people are so committed into their character that we begin to buy into each other's realities in the moment of filming. You know what I mean? When we
Oh
have
yeah.
that moment where I'm sitting with Julio and we're having that conversation in the seat, and he's bought into my reality and I'm bought into his reality in that specific moment. And that becomes kind of a real exchange, not just of actors, but like energetically, the people can really, it hits you in a way, it feels like it has a deep effect on you. Watching it for me, it did.
And not only putting on the costume, to behind the character, but also I understand you shot the film in Colombia, didn't you?
Correct. Yeah, in
Wow.
Bogota, we were there for I think a month, maybe a month and a half. We shot relatively quickly for the size of that film, but the crews and again, Michael's vision was so efficient that we were really able to get everything we wanted in that amount of time.
And Oksana, not only is she the star of the film, but also just she's behind the camera as well, all of her talents. And she just did she command her presence command even off the set as well as on camera?
I think Oksana is persuasive without having to be domineering, which is really the sign of a good leader. She can sit you down and have a conversation with you, and you guys can come to a resolution when both visions align.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on an excellent film. And like I said, it was my kind of film, and I love seeing women in power like that. That's just something amazing, because we need more of this. And like we said, female Rambo, I said that's exactly what she is. So
So we needed.
We need it. Dominique's looking in theaters and on digital October 11th. Thank you so much. And I'm a big fan. I've seen you Narcos, Hotel Cocaine. So this is a total thrill.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Good
Appreciate
luck.
it.
Good luck with the film. Take care.
All right. Talk later.